guys, and welcome to another episode of Working Money, getting your money working for you. Now, I just wanted to take a quick sec to remind you guys, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click that little bell for new video notifications. And like the videos if you guys like the content I'm providing. And always comment on the videos. I love hearing what you guys have to say. There's something kind of interesting going on in the cryptocurrency market right now. As you can see, Bitcoin is up 6.77%. And the Bitcoin dominance, we're seeing a 47.4% Bitcoin dominance as of the recording of this video. And guys, this is because we're hearing a lot of news right now about institutional money ready to pour into the market. And what these guys are eyeing is they're all eyeing Bitcoin, okay? These institutional investors, they've heard of Bitcoin in the news. You know, Bitcoin is kind of top concern right now in institutional investment. And so as a result, we're seeing these other altcoins kind of languishing a little. Bitcoin Cash is up quite a bit too, but it's because it's related to Bitcoin that we're seeing that. But guys, if you scroll down here, you know, you see all the other coins, they haven't made as much in terms of gains as Bitcoin has. And so I don't know if you guys follow DM Logic at all. He did a video a couple days ago, and I think he was right on point. He's basically stating that, you know, in the short term, he's going to take some extra money that he has, put it into Bitcoin, swing trade Bitcoin, make a little bit of profit, and then dump his profits into XRP. And I think that that strategy is bang on. DM Logic, you're a smart man. Everybody should be watching your channel. And, you know, I was actually thinking of doing the same thing. You know, in the short term, take some extra money that I have, put it into Bitcoin, because we know the institutional money is flowing that way. Not to say that it's a guaranteed return, but it is more guaranteed than other coins at this point in time for a shorter return. Okay, but the thing is, guys, you have to know how to day trade, swing trade. You have to be able to read charts to do this. I'm going to take a look at the Bitcoin chart. So guys, as you can see, here's the XRP chart, kind of flat as we're coming into, right? You know, this is kind of the last few days here of XRP, kind of flat. But then when we compare it to Bitcoin, right? So the trends are the same. But when we compare it to Bitcoin, Bitcoin has actually gone up. And guys, you'll be able to see this in several different charts of various different cryptocurrencies that you see. So I'm going to calculate some numbers here, okay? So first off, I wouldn't buy Bitcoin up here, okay? I know it seems like it's going up, but realistically, if it's up here, I would wait for it to dip down again so it comes into this mark. So guys, this is what we call supply and demand zones, or support and resistance levels. And I would wait for the resistance level to come back into this basing point here, guys. So, you know, it is somewhere between 5,800 and 6,800. So let's just call it in the middle, 6,300, somewhere in there. And then what we do is we wait for our position to rise to a resistance level, to the next resistance level, and then we decide whether we take out all of our position or some of our position, depending on how strong the move looks. Do we think it's going to move higher, etc., so on and so forth, right? Resistance levels. On the chart here, here's one up here. Okay, we got one up here. This, I guess, could be considered a little one here. And this is one up here, right? Okay, so it's just kind of the point between these ones are very weak. These ones aren't great resistance levels. This is a good one. This is a good one. But guys, basically all we want to know is kind of where this could go, where this move could go, so we could take our money off the table and make a little bit of profit, okay? So guys, I've calculated it here, and Bitcoin, we said that 63, so somewhere in here, 63 is around here. I don't ever like picking absolute bottoms or absolute tops for these kinds of numbers, just because it's unrealistic that you'll ever get in at that point. This is a range. This isn't necessarily the number you're supposed to get in at. So this is a range. So you can get in anywhere between 5,800 and 6,800. Somewhere in there is good. I just picked the middle number. So this zone here, you know, it ranges, you know, and again, these zones depend on if you're looking at bodies only, candlestick tops and wicks. These are all terms that, you know, if you're a technical trader, you kind of understand them a little better. But I'm just trying to make this as easy as possible for people with no experience. So, you know, I'm kind of showing you a rough idea of where these zones are. So guys, anyway, let's just say 9,700 is the first zones. Call it somewhere in here, somewhere in the middle. 9,700, that would give us a return of 54%. Okay. Next zone up here, we're going to call it somewhere in the 11,400 range, and that would give us a return of 81%. Okay, next zone up here, guys, is 12,800, okay? And that would give us a return of 103%, okay? And then the next zone, right up here, let's call it 17,000 even, okay? And that would give us, now guys, again, this is on a daily chart, so if you zoom in to the chart itself, you'll see more, you'll be able to take a look at the candlestick patterns in more detail, and you'll see more basing in these zones. Nevertheless, if you got out at 17,000, that's 170%. So guys, what does this tell us, okay? If you're putting in $1,000 in Bitcoin, you're gonna get a 54% return. That's 540 bucks. And so that would be a move of, you know, so you would have to wait for it to move up to here, right? To make 540 bucks on a $1,000 investment. You'd have to wait for it to move roughly around here for you to make an $810 investment. And to here roughly to make a $1,030 investment. Let's write these numbers down, okay? $540 on $1,000, okay? I haven't written this up here, but you guys get the point. 810. Up here it'd be 1,030, okay? And the next one here, you'd see $1,700 return, okay, on your investment if you got out here. Now, guys, this is a lot, so I'll just put a Bitcoin level. So I'll just put on $1,000. And obviously, if you put in $2,000, this number would double. These numbers would double. If you put in $3,000 into Bitcoin, these numbers would triple, so on and so forth. Okay. But guys, this is a lot harder than it looks. We don't know when these moves occur. I mean, this could correct. I mean, likely. I think this is likely to not keep going up necessarily. I think since we're still in the dog days of summer, this trend is likely to correct again. So it does give us an opportunity to get in at this point. Although it still might go lower. I mean, we don't really know ultimately. But if you're looking to swing trade, this is how you do it, guys. You want to look for demand zones or support levels to get in at, and then resistance levels or supply zones to get out at. So guys, obviously don't do this if you don't feel comfortable doing this. Like I keep saying, this is a lot harder than it looks. But guys, I think ultimately DM Logic has a great idea. You know, take the money now, extra money that you have from, you know, savings or whatever you can afford. And, you know, if you're feeling a little more advanced and you're feeling like you want to make some money in the nearer term, put it into Bitcoin and then do whatever you want with the profits, whether it's reinvested in another altcoin like XRP. As we know, the prices are very low right now. I believe XRP is along Hodl. You know, they got a bit of a journey ahead of them, but I can see that coin doing amazing things in the longer term. So guys, what do you think? Do you think you should swing trade Bitcoin to make a little extra money on the side? Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. Have a great day, guys.